In a world filled with humans, vampires, werewolves, and did I mention hybrids? You think shit is crazy enough, right? Well, unless you see truth. What's good, party people? My name is Christopher Gaines, and today we're gonna be talking about legacies. Now, Legacies is just simply a spin-off of the Vampire Diaries show, along with the originals, which is also a spin-off of the Vampire Diaries. Okay, so off rip, Legacy follows Hope Michelson, which you met in, I believe you met Hope in Vampire Diaries. Now I'm just gonna make a full disclosure here. I don't I haven't finished these shows, so this is just a guy who has caught bits and pieces, and from what I'm seeing, not impressed. Okay, now like I said before, the show follows Hope Michelson and this dude Lynn. Now the mystery from the beginning is what's up with Lynn? We all know who Hope is. You can tell that by the trailers when it comes on. But who's this Landon guy? And why does trouble seem to follow him around, right? Well, as the story goes along, you know, you're introduced to this school where there's a whole bunch of vampires, a whole bunch of werewolves, and witches. They all just live together. Well, Hope's a tribrid, which means she's vampire, werewolf, and witch. Now, I was confused because she never used any vampire type deals. Well, that's because she hasn't died yet. So, man, it's just convoluted. So many things. Then you got these two twins. There's a whole sub storyline going on with these two twins. And apparently Caroline's in the show, but she's not actually in the show. She's mentioned in the show. And I like Caroline. From what I remember about the girl, I like her. This show is, what's the best way to say this? The show gives you an insight to what it's like growing up as a supernatural being. Now, vampires are dead. So them being teenagers, being dead and being turned is a whole other discussion for a whole other day. Because there's a lot of these motherfuckers. So it makes me wonder, are vampires running around just killing kids? Just turning kids? Or are kids turning kids to make sure they keep their youth days up? I don't know. My favorite vampire is the actor Chris. I forgot his last name right now, but his name is Chris, and he goes really, really good along with what's going on the dynamic at the show because he's not afraid to do what naturally comes to him. And I hate to say this, but he's a huge conspiracy theorist. And why do I say that? Well, he's a matter of he's sitting there and he's like, they don't want us drinking human blood because they want to keep control of us. And you know what? It made sense. His entire arc makes sense. I love it. Then you go into what the twins got going on. And you got one twin that's a complete freaking psycho, and you got the other twin who's just a complete, she's a shill. Everybody just runs over her and everybody takes advantage of her. And no matter what she does, no matter how she moves, she's always the weak link until she gets mad, which is whatever for a show like this. Um, what can I say about the CW formula that allows this show to be the way it is? And I'm not going to say it's a bad show, but I will say that everything that you learned from the Vampire Diaries and the originals, throw that shit out the window because you thought it was stopped at vampires, werewolves, humans, and witches, right? Nah, this show gives you a whole different perspective. You got the necromancer, you got they apparently they make fun of the Grim Reaper in this show. It's a lot of things going on in this one, and personally, I find it one of those shows you can throw on in the background and just pop into every once in a while. I wouldn't necessarily say it's something you must watch like Ozark, but it is something that if you're bored, you like high school dramas, go ahead and tune into this show. Go ahead and watch it. Go ahead and show me a little bit what you got going on, and you know, come back, come holler at me, and let me know what you think of this show, and tell me what I missed. Because to me, Caleb has the best storyline. The second best storyline is Landon, even though he's just a fuck up. And the third best storyline is Alaric himself. the teacher, or Alaric is from the Vampire Diaries as well. He was a supernatural hunter over there, and now he's a teacher. Full story arc has to go by in Vampire Diaries. In this, he's just a teacher trying to protect his kids and make things better. And ultimately, he gets fired. And I can't tell you why, because that'll just ruin it for you. But you can go and watch. Um, I believe that True Blood did it better, but that's also because True Blood had meaningful deaths. When it comes to the Vampire Diaries series, I apologize. It takes away from the heartfelt emotion required when somebody dies. If somebody dies, it's not something you just gloss over. It's all right, whatever, cool. Nah, the vampires did that really, really badly. And they would let somebody die and then they would come back. They would die and they would come back. And if they died, and it would still be an episode. Or it's just a memory and this person's in this plane. It's just insane. And I like the grounded level here because the danger is real. They don't have a cure for a werewolf bite. Not to my knowledge. And if somebody got bit, I missed it. And like I said, you pop in and pop out. There are details that I'm missing because I popped in and popped out. I don't miss it. Overall, I give this show about, I probably have to give about a 6 out of 10. Mainly because the acting is really good because I get annoyed with a lot of these characters. MG, the dude who played MG, did a good job. The twin who has her psycho breakdown, I don't even like that. I can't stand that character. That character is just wow. And she going through hell, bro. Now, and I can't appreciate the character. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, which should you watch it? Yeah, you should watch it. It's a 6 out of 10 because the 4 points that it's missing are for stylistic choices, the the pacing of what's going on, the emotion required to be invested into this is just not there. You're not gonna care too much. It's just like, oh, that happened. Oh, that happened. And then this happened. Oh, and then while this was happening, they were over here doing this. She's supposed to be forgotten, but she wants to come back and not tell nobody why she's forgotten. It doesn't make any sense. Um, like this is a really depressing show if you get attached to the wrong character because they go through emotions, they go through a wider range of emotions very quickly. At first it starts off being like, okay, well, we have to dumb down what we're capable of because of the humans. Well, shit, doesn't have to Mystic Falls already know about vampires? I fail to see how that's even a problem. Doesn't like half of New Orleans getting run by vampires or witches or whatever. I don't know. I ain't finished the originals, but all of that's there, and it's missing in this show. And for me, it's not a rewatchable show. I missed it. You know, it's cool. The wife was watching it. I'm good. Um, 7 out of 10 is the max I can give it, but it's definitely gonna ride with a 6 out of 10. So that's that. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are finished here. My name is Christopher Gaines. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment. Let me know what you think about Legacies and tell me if Legacies is for you. Does Legacies suck or does it not? Is it better than the 6 out of 10 that I gave it? Is it a 7? Is it an 8? It's definitely not a 9. Don't try me on that. But I definitely give it a 6 out of 10. I'm gonna have to let it go here, okay? So appreciate you guys for tuning in today. Hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay along with this audio recording. And I really, really hope you tune in next time for the live events. I'm gonna do some more live Brawlhalla and I bring the Pokemon series back soon. But as of right now, we are just doing reviews because ain't nothing to do but watch TV. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll catch you next time. If you like the video you just saw, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, press like, and throw a share out there for us. Everything helps.